Ali, I know that you had some updates on a story that you and our contributor David Sheen have been following and publishing. Um, yeah, tell us a little
Yeah,
bit about that.
we only published it on Monday, and it already seems like
Seems
weeks
like
ago.
a
But
century ago.
uh,
Yeah.
David Sheen and I had been working for some weeks on a story, really reconstructing almost minute by minute what happened in Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7th, and this is in response to the official Israeli army report that was published on July 11th. Uh, which is a complete whitewash of what happened. What happened was that General Barak Hiram, who you see on the left there in that photo, and on the right is the Israeli Army Chief of Staff Herzi Halevi. Barak Hiram, who was in command in Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7th, ordered tanks to fire shells at the home of Pessi Cohen, a kibbutz resident, where there were several dozen Palestinian fighters and more than a dozen Israeli civilian captives. And that shelling killed most of the civilian captives. And we go through it in the story, but the report is a complete whitewash. It comes up with this fabricated timeline. We show you how it's total fiction. It ignores the accounts of the only two women who survived that incident, Hadass Dagan and Yasmin Porat. And it's so ironic because don't the Israelis keep telling us believe Israeli women? Well, I believe Hadass Dagan and Yasmin Porat, but the Israeli army completely ignores and contradicts their testimony. And there's a reason for this cover-up, which we, of course, knew was coming, but it was confirmed just yesterday. Tamara, if you could put up the story from the Times of Israel, that Barak Hiram, after this complete whitewash, this fake investigation by the Israeli army, has now been promoted and named as the next head of the Gaza division. And as you see the headline there, after clearing him of wrongdoing in Kibbutz Be'eri battle. But just the one point I'll stress, and that David Sheen has made also on social media, is that all of the information we used is in the public domain. We used the original interviews with Yasmin Porat and Hadass Dagan. We used the interviews of Barak Hiram and other Israeli officers and soldiers who were on the scene at that time. We pieced it all together, and it just shows the Israeli army report is a total fraud. But so what I'm saying is what we did, anyone who wanted to spend the time on it could have done it, but nobody has done it. No one in the Western media, not the New York Times, not the Washington Post, and nobody in Israeli media. Nobody in Israeli media has done that. So it's just, again, as David Sheen put it, Hannibal won, the Hannibal doctrine, where Israel murdered its own civilians and covered it up and then promoted the guy who did it. In this particularly egregious case, one of many, is now promoted to head of the Gaza division. Um, and that's who they are.
Makes your head spin.
Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit like, leave a comment. These engagements help us with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps us to get around Silicon Valley censorship as much as possible. It does make a difference. You can also support our journalism by going to electronicintifada.net and clicking on donate now. Thank you.